Shit.
Hello. I was like, we're already live, right?
Yes.
It's kind of lopsided, I think.
Is it?
You pushed it the wrong way.
Oh,
there we go.
Figgity fuck. How's that?
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. I think that's fine. Okay.
All right.
All right. Just turn. I was gonna turn the sound off down here so we could look at the, like, see the chat. Okay, we're yeah, it's still lopsided. Okay,
I think I overcorrected, but
it's fine.
fuck it, it's fine.
All right. Okay,
Cool.
so we're back and we're on the phone network, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know,
Whatever it's called, technology,
The-
fun.
internet in the sky.
Okay, so back to our favorite quotes. I don't know when we started breaking up, but my next quote I was gonna read was one that I just found like kind of confusing.
Okay.
It said, her nipples were so hard they almost felt like bullets against my body, only softer, warmer, less dangerous, nicer to suck on too.
Yeah, I highlighted that for the
Sir,
same reason.
Have you been sucking on bullets?
And if so, I need some backstory, because what the fuck?
Yeah, also it's like, her nipples were like bullets, except not at all.
Yeah, except for like not remotely. Also, like, if they were, then I'm just very confused by that whole situation.
Yeah.
It's just, it was a lot. Yeah, I highlighted that too. This story also had my favorite, like, sexy line to say, because it's not sexy. Pulling on my Johnson, she murmured, "I'll be your witch if you be my broomstick," and started to guide me toward her privates. Now, I want to dissect this one for a couple reasons. Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Nothing sexier than saying Johnson in privates.
What the fuck grown man refers to their junk as their Johnson? Yeah, and then privates is what they call it in health class.
Yeah.
You know, like,
He calls it a member at one point too.
yeah, and I'm like, why are you doing that? But no, the line that she says to him, I asked my partner, like, if I said that to him, like, if he would be turned on. And he was like, I don't think we need to talk about, like, being turned on, but, like, I definitely would laugh. So, yeah.
Fiber artsy.
Hello, and thank you.
Yeah, and then I also highlighted this just because it was another one that I was like, It says he's going down on her at this point because he's trying to get a look, see if there's a diamond down there. It says she tasted like cinnamon and I was having a hard time concentrating on the job at hand, as it were. Who tastes like cinnamon? Like,
Yeah, like, whose business tastes like cinnamon down there?
that's just always funny to me, the things in like erotica that they say people's flesh tastes like, or bodily fluids.
It
It's
tastes like flesh and bodily fluids. Like, it tastes like cinnamon.
Yeah, and then later he says, my mouth was full salty tasting nipple. So her snatch tastes like cinnamon, but her nipples
are
taste
salty.
like salt.
Maybe more like popcorn.
Yeah, he's having some like cinnamon,
Like a snack.
cinnamon popcorn.
Maybe he had a cinnamon craving, and so he just thought her junk tasted like it.
Yeah.
I also highlighted this passage because he refers to her clitoris as her nasty nub. I got my mind back on business by thinking of taxes and my dead grandmother and reached in the darkness for her clit. Like, let me make you feel even better, I said as I searched for her little nasty nub.
Yeah, I think I highlighted that one too. But
It's a nasty nub.
and then I think I'm still further ahead, but this was another one that I was like, what are you doing, dude? Says, I licked and bit and chewed. He's talking about her nipples. I licked and bit and chewed for a while till she started breathing harder. You chewed?
Why did you chew? She was probably breathing
just
harder because you hurt her.
Or just gnawing on her nips.
Gonna rip her titty off with your teeth? Sir. you chewing for?
Also, the total lack of, safety precautions.
Yeah.
She says after she's already hopped on him,
I've been tested recently. How about you?
And then he never replies, and she doesn't care. So,
yeah. I also highlighted a part where they are getting it on, and again, like in this particular situation, he's using words like luscious, but then he says her privates massaging mine with their own secret oils and muscles. What a romantic rubdown.
I highlighted that too. Just, yeah.
What?
And I highlighted this where he's discovered that she does have the diamond
Yes.
jewelry, and is now she's kind of getting agitated, and he says, I noticed that I was becoming my alter ego Shrivel Dick again. This situation had become decidedly unsexy, and my gun was back in the unmarked car. After all, I couldn't exactly hide it up my butt.
I mean, you could, but I feel like that would be very dangerous. So yeah, I have a couple things highlighted from when shit starts to go awry and she's like after him with the knife and stuff. So she pulls a knife out from under the pillow and points it at his privates, which is what he calls them. And then he says, I swear I felt the hair on my balls stick straight up as a wave of fear swept through me from my guts to my gonads.
My guts to my gonads.
And his ball hair is standing up. That's how you know you're scared, is when your ball hair stands up.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you knew that. But
let's see. I highlighted this, I think partly because I was getting annoyed that every time he said had to, they put, the author wrote hadda, but I had to admit, right then it looked like I was about to go to that big rerun channel in the sky, which was like the second time he had used that. Not that specifically, because I think when they found the body of the comedian, they said he was going to go to that big
sitcom in the sky
or something like that. I had a clear vision of the inevitable tabloid headlines: "Cop screwed to death by crazed Kramer killer." It was no way to go.
I feel like there's probably worse ways to go, but
Probably.
She does poke him in the peen with the knife. So he said, she poked me again with the knife, and I felt blood ooze from the tip of my dick. It was decidedly unpleasant.
Decidedly unpleasant.
I was like, well, yeah. I would guess it would be.
Do you have any more from that? I think my next highlights are from after everything's gone down.
I don't think I have any more highlights, actually. Those are all of my favorite parts.
Well, I highlighted the nurse taking care of him says this, which I was like, why is she like privy to this information?
Right.
Says, the girl was just plain crazy, Mr. Chesterfield. Even after being wounded by your friend, she was able to find the strength to put her knife in his heart before she died. She wiped away a tear. She's very upset about this, apparently.
Right.
Still, if it weren't for him, you wouldn't be here right now. Which I was just like, why does the nurse know?
Why does she know all that?
Information?
And is she emotionally distressed about Jake dying? Because she didn't even know Jake. Or is she emotionally distressed by the woman dying?
Right.
Why is she crying?
Yeah.
Why are you crying? You weren't there.
And then I highlighted this part because it was the part that really made me question whether, like, I don't know if the author is a fan of Jerry Seinfeld or if he hates Jerry Seinfeld.
I couldn't tell that
I couldn't
either.
figure it out because he says, I thought of Jerry Kramer, world famous TV comedian with a sexual appetite for his young female fans and what it had cost him. And Jerry Seinfeld did date, when he was like 38, he dated a 17-year-old girl.
Ew.
And so I'm like, is he saying like, fuck you, Jerry Seinfeld, for being a creep? This is what you deserve in this story?
Maybe.
I don't know. And then I highlighted the very last part because it kind of made me laugh too. So the nurse turns on the TV and the Jerry Kramer show
The Jerry
is on.
Kramer show is on.
And he says, I aimed the remote controller for the middle of the TV set and threw it with all my remaining strength, which was modest. Nevertheless, I was rewarded with the sound of breaking glass. It was cold comfort, but by the time the sweet nurse ran back into the room, I found myself chuckling anyway. Couldn't stop myself, in fact. You know, that was the first and only time Jerry Kramer had ever made me laugh. Which was another reason that I was like, does Jeff Gelb just fucking hate Jerry Seinfeld and wanted to make a story where he's murdered?
Where he dies? To be fair, I don't like Jerry Seinfeld either, so I can get behind. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want him dead, obviously, but I don't think he's funny, so I can appreciate.
Yeah, I don't care for Seinfeld either. My boyfriend fucking loves him. But he just seems like a misogynist douche to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
He
his show
also,
is, like, fine.
Well, like, even in the show, he's a terrible actor, because even in the show, he looks like he's doing stand-up. Like, he looks like he thinks everything coming out of his mouth is fucking hilarious, and he's just, like, waiting for everyone to get the joke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we get it. You're just not that fucking funny, bro. Like, shut up. I cannot stand him. Ugh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if this was a fan fiction or a anti-fan fiction. Because sometimes fan fiction is really fucked up and weird.
That's true.
Even when people are a fan of the characters.
That's true.
But this seemed to be, like, about Jerry Seinfeld as a person.
It kind of did. It was less about the show and more about him as a person.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Jeff Gelb just
Is not a
hates
fan.
Seinfeld, which
Yeah.
makes me like Jeff Gelb more. And if it was commentary about him dating a 17-year-old girl when he was 38,
Then, yeah.
which is gross. Most times fan fiction is weird. Yeah, I mean, I read fan fiction, and I learned very quickly to mind the tags. Because if you don't, you're
Mind
gonna
the
read
tags.
some fucked up shit on accident. Because I accidentally read some really messed up stories, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
People
Why
are
would
weird.
anyone write this about characters they love?
People
too?
are fucking weird, man. Like, what if this happened? Yeah, it's weird. People are weird.
Yeah, but let us know your thoughts if you read it or based on what we said. Do you think this was a fan fiction of Jerry Seinfeld or an anti-fan fiction? Because we're not sure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
What I do know is that I have never heard a grown-ass man refer to his business as privates. That's what I do know.
My privates.
My privates.
I do feel like calling it a Johnson is kind of in character for a New York, a stereotypical like,
New York cop. Yeah.
Oh, my Johnson.
My
Why did
Johnson.
I say it like I was from Minnesota?
Well.
I don't know. Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
And hi, Ioana? Please, I probably mispronounced your name. I apologize.
But hello.
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 Yeah. So
That was the story.
that was Tricks or Treat.
Tricks
I
or
don't really
treats.
understand the name, the title. Tricks or Treat.
Tricks or treats. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Also, the whole concept of the story is just not like I don't think two cops are gonna go undercover to a
nudist.
naked party and fuck women to figure
To
out if
figure
they're
out.
perp.
It's, all in the line of duty.
I feel like that's wildly inappropriate.
When you sign up for the force, your junk signs up also.
Yeah.
Or your privates, I guess.
Yeah.
Private
I
privates.
think we have a pretty big lag based on I have the laptop open down here so we could see the chat more easily. And there's a pretty big lag from like
Betwixt the
Yeah.
two. Yeah, there is.
so
Fucking live shows, man.
yeah. I know. I don't know how to make it better though. Maybe if we do a hotspot next time.
Yeah. We could try that.
Yeah.
We could do a live show and just invite people over.
Everyone come. Vaccinated only.
Vaccinated.
Show us your vaccine card at the door.
Oh man.
But now I'm like, don't know what to say because I know that they're still checking up. They're still catching up to what we're
Still a
saying.
lag. So yeah, did anyone else read this story? Anyone on the on the live show? Anyone watching?
Yeah. And are you reading? I know that Alex was planning to read Hot Blood for Halfoweenathon, so get ready for more of this kind of stuff ahead.
Brace yourself, because it's fucking weird and sometimes problematic.
Very much so. This one was only a little problematic, I think. I just had that one. Hi, Chucky and Ghoulie Girl.
Yeah, I did a half-ass makeup job. I'm supposed
Well, I feel
to
like you really don't get the full. You have to like do this.
I was originally gonna
and
have
people
like
know what you are.
wet hair and do this, but
Yeah,
I didn't want to sit here with wet hair
because I feel like the iconic look is.
with the hair down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I can't see anything, so my hair's also not dark enough, really.
Yeah, if it was wet, it would be darker, but
Yeah, I thought about sitting here with wet hair, but I didn't.
yeah. Alex said she couldn't find it online. The collection that it's in is only, last we knew anyway, is only $1.99 on Kindle. So if you want to get it there, you can for pretty cheap. But yeah, we had thought about doing finding a story that was freely available online, but then we kind of felt like making fun of something, because I mean we kind of make fun in a loving way.
In a loving way. 'Cause I mean, we do love reading these stories, but we
Yeah.
do poke fun at them, and we didn't want to poke fun at somebody who was like, you know, an amateur writer and not professional writer who was posting their work
Yeah.
for free access on the internet, because like we felt like that'd be douchey,
Yeah.
so we didn't.
So
do that.
that's why we ended up going with a published, professionally published story. Also, it would have been very hard to sift through all the free stories online.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like forum type or archives, I guess, that have horror erotica
Posted. Yeah, that's a bigger thing than I thought it was. Like, I kind of thought, because I just found Hotter Blood was the first book I found, I think at a book sale, at a library sale.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, okay. And I kind of thought it was like a one-off, like, hidden gem thing. No, that's a whole fucking subgenre that people are real into, and I did not realize that was the case. But I'm glad it is the case, because I am tickled.
Yeah. And Hot Blood is a prolific series. I think
There's like 12 or 13 of them or something.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Something
of them.
like that.
Because I have another one. I have the Crimes of Passion book that I bought that has Tricks or Treat in it, but then I also bought another one on my Kindle a while
Yeah,
back.
I wish they had stuck with the cool covers from like the first three though.
I know.
Because
'cause
now
they're like
I'm trying to
kind of.
figure out how to get home. I don't know. It just keeps taking me back to there. Maybe if I just scroll up. So I could show the cover. But now like the covers of the newer ones are
like that.
all look like this, which is just like not as cool.
No, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, so I wish they'd stuck with the
The old ones have like,
kind of fun, cheesy covers.
yeah. They're
But-
much more better.
What are how are all of you doing for Halloween? Have you started on any of your TBR yet?
Yeah, what are y'all reading?
I reread the story. I'd kind of skim read it before we chose it, just because I wanted to make sure it would be a good pick. But I reread it this morning, and that's all I've read so far.
Same. I read this story this morning. I'm trying to finish. I'm reading theme music right now by I don't remember who. But I started that before the readathon started, and so I want to finish it because I'm pretty close. Like I'm getting there. So I wanted to finish it before I started anything for this room, but you're plugged in, bitch.
That's weird.
Maybe it is my phone that's broken.
Yeah, it could be your port.
I was hoping that wasn't the case, but she might be.
The phone's not that old, is it?
Nope.
Well, unfortunately, we might have to wrap this up soon then, because Megan's phone.
I think it's back to
is-
charging.
Oh, is it?
I think it is. No, it was. I heard it go ding.
Yeah. I don't know. Megan's phone might die soon.
My phone might die soon, so.
Let's see. Annie's been reading all day because of Dewey's 24-hour readathon. I've never done a Dewey's 24-hour. They seem intimidating to me.
Yeah, they do seem.
And Alex just finished her current read and is now ready to dive into Halfoweenathon TBR. Uh-oh. Oh, that was just your computer. Yeah, I'm hoping to read, I'm going to start with Ghost Summer by Tananaric Dew. And so I'm hoping to get at least one of those stories read, but I also have book club tonight. So I'm hoping to get one or two of those read today and hopefully more tomorrow. But Erin's reading The Caro Haunt by Darcy Coates. And Heidi plans to read Carmilla Sheridan Le Fanu.
Oh.
by
Oh,
okay,
by Sheridan.
Carmella's the vampire story, I believe. I've always wanted to read that because it's like a wasn't it published before Dracula? And it's written by a woman. Is Sheridan Le Fanu a woman, I think? But I feel like we should wrap it up because I don't want the phone to if we just drop out.
Yeah, if we just drop
it's
out.
because
it's my
Megan's phone died.
Yeah, my phone is not like charging right now for some reason, even though it is plugged in, and it seems like very picky about charging positions.
Yeah.
So,
And we could switch to my phone, but then we'd have to start a whole other life.
we'd have to start it all over again.
a third show.
A third one. So yeah, we'll probably wrap it up. I do plan to read our group book for the readathon next, which is
The Hellbound Heart.
The Hellbound Heart. I can never remember what the book is
Yeah.
called or the story's called. So I'm gonna read that next, because that is our group book, and we're gonna do
Yeah.
a movie night at the end of the week. So
Yeah, I'm prioritizing that one and Ghost Summer, so I'm gonna read those two first, and then probably pick up Anno Dracula.
yeah, I'll read The Hellbound Heart, and then probably Let's Play White, and then Dust is my anticipated lineup. So.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks everyone for joining. We hope that you had a good time.
Yes, thanks for doing this after dark with us.
Yeah. And we will be, like Megan mentioned, we'll be doing the movie night on the 30th. We had also considered doing another like read-along, live read-along
Like read with us.
thing, like we had done for, what did we do that for?
Oh, it was for our Jiri.
Oh yeah, if you gotta read it.
Yeah.
So we considered doing one of those at some point during the week, so if you're interested in that, let us know. But, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the plan. That's we hope you guys enjoy this Halfoweenathon readathon. We're gonna try to keep posting on the social medias and all of that good stuff as we go. So stay tuned.
Yes. And happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Oh, we have to do I was doing it on the computer.